back on this Saturday morning. Time now is 9:10. Meteorologist Brooke Silverang joins us at the desk with a check on our weather. Doppler radar is behind us. Not too many showers popping up right now.
Looking pretty good. It looks great outside, except it is scorching in Naples.
It's
we need some towels, a few gallons of water, and then we're good.
Yeah.
Perfect. It feels like a sauna outside. Literally, if you're going to step outside, you are going to break a sweat immediately. So it looks like you're going to work out even if you didn't. But look at those temperatures later today. In the 90s later on, though, temperatures should feel closer to the triple digits. We will see a mix of sun and clouds, but just a few isolated rain areas, maybe an isolated thunderstorm or two near the coast, pushing inland. But most of us should stay on the dry side for today. Now, speaking of some rain, we do have a few showers sitting off the coast of Marco Island, south of Naples, not quite holding together, but if they do hold together, they will work their way in an easterly direction and onto land. Most of Southwest Florida, though, this morning, dry and quiet, just how we like it to start us off. But we do have an onshore wind. Again, when we have those types of conditions with that wind, that's going to give us the opportunity for a few early showers today, even for tomorrow. Now, over the past 3 days, not much rain for Southwest Florida. The rain that we do have right along here, that was just from this morning alone, where we did have a very heavy rain over Pine Island into the Southern Cape, portions of McGregor, even into Iona, downtown Fort Myers. Some neighborhoods did see up to an inch. So we did have that very heavy rain earlier today, but most of us now sitting on the drier end. Could still see a few more showers passing inland later this afternoon, but most of us should stay dry. A couple showers offshore, as I mentioned. So if you are going out to the beach, you will see a few isolated showers in the Gulf of Mexico. But if you do hear the thunder, that's a good indication of you should go inside, get out of the water, because we can see a thunderstorm or two still in the Gulf of Mexico. Now, tomorrow morning when we wake up, most of the activity before sunrise will be offshore and in the Gulf of Mexico. Some of those can work their way near our coastal communities, but most of us, once again, should stay on the dry side. Best chance of rain will be mainly inland, pushing towards Lake Okeechobee for the later second half. Temperatures, though, out the door right now, we have the 80s, 79 in Sebring, 88 in Naples, 84 out the door in Marco Island. With humidity, though, it feels more like 101 degrees for Naples, feeling like 98 out the door in Marco Island, and even in Cape Coral this morning. As you take a look off towards the northeast, you have the Delmarva Peninsula right there. A lot of clouds, all in association with Dorian. Now, earlier this week, we had a very defined eye. Notice just looking pretty disorganized, as it is a Category 1 hurricane. It will continue to push off in a northeasterly direction, moving very quickly at 25 miles per hour. Winds sustained at 85. At its strongest, winds were 185 miles per hour. So the storm has weakened tremendously over the course of the week, and it will continue to pass over the island there, or rather eastern Canada, and then near Nova Scotia as a depression, so just a rainmaker. So again, we are not going to be talking about Dorian much longer, just the after effects for a very long time. In the Atlantic, we do have Gabrielle, and then we do have another area off the Cabo Verde Islands that we're going to be talking about very shortly. But Tropical Storm Gabrielle will continue to work its way away from Africa, northwest, 17 miles per hour, expected to curve and then possibly strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane with winds over 74 miles per hour by early Monday morning. But this will go towards Europe, not affecting us here in the United States of America. Now, GOES 16 satellite, here's a look at the one area that we are watching closest to Africa. This has about a 60% chance of further developing over the next 2 to 5 days, but we could see that become a depression as it continues in a westerly motion. Some models do take this near the Lesser Antilles Islands. So, of course, it is hurricane season, so if anything were to develop, we will let you know as soon as possible. This evening, temperatures in the 80s, partly cloudy. It's going to be on the warm side, staying warm overnight into the morning hours for Sunday. Then by Monday, late half of the day, we could see some scattered rain and storms after 2 o'clock. So we'll feel a little bit more summer-like then, but back to isolated, less coverage for Tuesday and Wednesday.
The cost of your home's flood insurance